Welcome back to Alt Buzz, where we break down the latest and greatest in tech. Today, we're diving into something that might completely change how you think about photography in 2025. Some of these cameras are going to shock you, especially our number one pick that just dropped and is already turning heads everywhere. We've got medium format monsters, speed demons that shoot faster than you can blink, and compact powerhouses that fit in your pocket but deliver professional results. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which camera deserves your hard-earned cash. And hey, if this helps you make that perfect choice, smash that subscribe button and let's jump right in. Here's a camera that proves good things really do come in small packages. The Fujifilm X-E5 just launched this year, and it's already making waves in the photography community for all the right reasons. What makes this little beast stand out? First off, you're getting a massive 40.2 megapixel sensor packed into a body that feels like a classic film camera. This isn't just about nostalgia, though. The image quality here is absolutely stunning, especially when you factor in Fujifilm's legendary color science. Those film simulations aren't just Instagram filters. They're actually useful tools that can save you hours in post-processing. The autofocus system is powered by artificial intelligence and can track subjects with scary accuracy. Whether you're shooting portraits on the street or trying to capture your dog mid-sprint, this thing locks on and doesn't let go. Plus, with 7 stops of in-body stabilization, you can shoot handheld in situations where you'd normally need a tripod. Video shooters aren't left out either. You're getting 6.2K recording at 30 frames per second, which gives you incredible flexibility in post. The rangefinder style design means you're getting those classic looks without the bulk of a traditional DSLR. This camera earns its spot because it's the perfect daily driver for photographers who want something that looks good, feels great, and delivers professional results without breaking your back or your bank account. It's ideal for street photographers, portrait enthusiasts, and anyone who wants a stylish camera that can keep up with their creative vision. Don't let the entry-level price fool you. The Canon EOS R50V is a vlogging powerhouse that just got a major 2025 update, and it's seriously impressive. Canon took everything content creators were asking for and packed it into an affordable package. The 24.2 megapixel sensor delivers clean, detailed images, but where this camera really shines is in video mode. You're getting 4K 60 frames per second recording, which is crazy for this price point. The oversampled 4K 30 mode gives you that crisp, detailed footage that makes even smartphone users jealous. The 3-microphone array is a game changer for vloggers. Most cameras in this price range have terrible audio, but Canon actually listened to creators and gave us something that works. Pair that with the dual tripod mounts and you've got a setup that's ready for serious content creation right out of the box. The autofocus system uses Canon's dual pixel technology with subject detection, so it'll keep you in focus whether you're talking to the camera or showing off a product. The digital image stabilization helps smooth out those walking shots that would normally look like a shaky mess. This camera belongs here because it democratizes professional video features. For under $1,000, you're getting capabilities that used to cost 3 times as much. It's perfect for beginner vloggers, social media content creators, and anyone who wants to step up their video game without selling a kidney. If you're finding this helpful so far, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting warmed up. And trust me, the cameras coming up are going to blow your mind. Sony's A6700 proves that artificial intelligence isn't just a buzzword when it comes to cameras. This compact powerhouse packs some seriously smart tech into a body that won't weigh down your camera bag. The 26-megapixel sensor delivers excellent image quality, but the real magic happens with that 759-point autofocus system. This thing uses artificial intelligence to predict where your subject's going to be, not just where it is right now. Shooting wildlife? It knows the difference between a bird's eye and its wing. Photographing people? It'll lock on to eyes even when they're partially hidden by sunglasses. For video creators, the 4K 120 frames per second capability is absolutely wild. You can shoot incredibly smooth slow motion that rival cameras costing twice as much. The compact size means you can take this thing anywhere. And the extensive E-mount lens ecosystem gives you options for every possible shooting scenario. The 5-stop in-body stabilization means you can shoot handheld in situations where other cameras would give you shaky, unusable footage. Combined with Sony's excellent low-light performance, you're looking at a camera that rarely says no to a shot. This camera earns its place because it brings professional-level artificial intelligence and video features to a price point that doesn't require a second mortgage. It's ideal for beginners who want room to grow, travel photographers who need reliability without bulk, and budget-conscious creators who refuse to compromise on quality. Sometimes the best camera is the one that can handle whatever adventure you throw at it. The OM system. OM5 Mark II got a 2025 refresh that addresses every complaint from the previous model while keeping everything that made it special. This camera is built like a tank, but weighs less than most smartphones. The weather sealing isn't just marketing speak either. This thing can handle rain, snow, dust, and pretty much anything else Mother Nature decides to throw your way. The 20.4 megapixel Micro Four Thirds sensor might sound small compared to full-frame cameras, but don't be fooled. The image quality is excellent, and the smaller sensor actually works in your favor for telephoto shooting. The 7.5 stops of image stabilization is practically supernatural. You can shoot handheld telephoto shots that would normally require a tripod and professional steadying technique. The computational photography modes like live composite and focus stacking open up creative possibilities that used to require expensive software and multiple exposures. The 2025 update finally adds USB-C charging and updated menus that actually make sense. These might sound like small things, but when you're out shooting all day, these details matter a lot. This camera belongs in our top 10 because it's the ultimate travel companion for photographers who actually go places and do things. The combination of weather resistance, incredible stabilization, and compact size makes it perfect for outdoor enthusiasts, travel photographers, and anyone who needs a camera that can keep up with an active lifestyle. Here's where things get really interesting. Nikon just dropped the Z5 II in 2025, and honestly, it's kind of embarrassing for other manufacturers. They took everything people loved about full-frame photography and made it accessible to way more people. The 24.5 megapixel sensor delivers that gorgeous full-frame look with excellent dynamic range and color reproduction. But here's where Nikon really surprised everyone. The burst speed jumped from a measly 4.5 frames per second to 11 frames per second mechanical, with electronic shooting hitting 30 frames per second. That's flagship territory at an entry-level price. The X-Speed 7 processor is borrowed straight from Nikon's high-end cameras, which means autofocus performance that was unthinkable at this price point just a few years ago. Subject detection works flawlessly for people, animals, and vehicles. The 4K video recording finally catches up to the competition with full-frame 4K 30 and cropped 4K 60. The ISO performance goes all the way up to 64,000 natively, with expanded settings reaching over 200,000. Even at high ISOs, the noise is well controlled and actually looks quite good. Make sure you're subscribed because the top 5 cameras are where things get absolutely wild, and you won't want to miss what's coming up. This camera transforms the entry-level, full-frame category completely. For photographers upgrading from crop sensors, budget-conscious hybrid shooters, and portrait or landscape photographers who want full-frame quality without the premium price, this is a no-brainer choice. Now we're entering the top 5, and things are about to get seriously impressive. The Panasonic Lumix S9 might just be the most underrated camera of 2025, and here's why that's a huge mistake. This camera is absolutely tiny for a full-frame system. We're talking pocket-friendly dimensions that make other full-frame cameras look like bricks. But don't let the small size fool you into thinking Panasonic compromised on features. The 24.2 megapixel sensor delivers excellent image quality with that distinctive full-frame depth of field. Where this camera absolutely destroys the competition is video. The 6K open-gate recording gives content creators incredible flexibility in post-production. You can crop for different aspect ratios, stabilize footage, and still end up with sharp 4K output. The real-time LUT application means you can see your final look while shooting, which speeds up workflow dramatically. The phase detect autofocus finally puts Panasonic on equal footing with Sony and Canon for tracking performance. Combined with 6.5 stops of image stabilization, you're getting incredibly smooth footage even when shooting handheld. The 30 frames per second burst mode is perfect for capturing decisive moments, and the compact size means you'll actually want to carry this camera everywhere. Most full-frame cameras spend more time at home because they're too big and heavy for casual shooting. This camera belongs here because it proves that full-frame quality doesn't require full-frame bulk. It's perfect for content creators who need professional video features on the go, vloggers who want that shallow depth of field look, and hybrid shooters who prioritize portability without sacrificing capability. Welcome to medium format territory, where image quality reaches levels that honestly seem almost unfair compared to full-frame cameras. The Fujifilm GFX 102 brings medium format photography into the modern age with features that actually make sense for working professionals. 102 megapixels. Let that sink in for a moment. We're talking about resolution that captures details your eyes can't even see. But resolution without performance is useless, and that's where this camera really shines. 8 frames per second burst shooting means you can actually capture decisive moments with all that resolution. The color science is pure Fujifilm magic, but scaled up to medium format perfection. Those film simulations that make Fujifilm cameras so popular? They're even more beautiful when you have this much sensor real estate to work with. The dynamic range is absolutely incredible, meaning you can recover details from shadows and highlights that would be completely lost on smaller sensors. Video capabilities include 8K 30 frames per second recording, which is honestly overkill for most people, but future-proofs your investment in a serious way. The Phase Detect autofocus system includes subject detection that works reliably even with the shallow depth of field that medium format is famous for. Don't forget to subscribe because we're about to reveal our top 3 picks, and I guarantee at least one of them will surprise you. This camera earns its spot because it brings medium format quality to photographers who actually need to work fast. It's ideal for landscape photographers who want ultimate detail, fashion and advertising professionals who need that distinctive medium format look, and anyone whose work demands the absolute best image quality available. Now we're talking about cameras that are as much about the experience as they are about the results. The Leica Q3 represents everything that makes photography exciting, wrapped up in a package that feels more like a precision instrument than a consumer device. The 60-megapixel full-frame sensor, paired with that fixed 28mm f1.7 Summilux lens, creates a combination that's frankly magical. This isn't just marketing hype. The optical quality is genuinely different from anything else you can buy. Every image has this distinctive quality that's hard to describe but impossible to miss. The triple resolution technology is brilliant. You can shoot at 60 megapixels for maximum detail, 36 megapixels for a 50mm equivalent field of view, or 18 megapixels for a 75mm equivalent. It's like having 3 prime lenses in one camera, except the image quality stays consistently excellent across all modes. Video capabilities include 8K 30 frames per second and 4K 60 frames per second with 10-bit color recording. The Phase Detect autofocus with eye and face detection works flawlessly for both photo and video. The build quality is absolutely incredible, with weather sealing that'll handle pretty much anything you can throw at it. This camera belongs in our top 3 because it proves that sometimes the best tool is the one that gets out of your way and lets you focus on creating. It's perfect for street photographers who want the ultimate quality, travel photographers who need reliability and weather resistance, and content creators who want luxury and performance in one beautiful package. The Canon EOS R1 is what happens when a company decides to build a camera with absolutely no compromises. This is Canon's flagship, and it shows in every single specification and feature. The 24.2 megapixel stack sensor might sound modest compared to some other cameras on this list, but the technology behind it is absolutely insane. We're talking about 40 frames per second continuous shooting with full autofocus tracking. That's not a typo. 40 frames per second. Sports photographers are literally throwing money at Canon for this capability. The autofocus system is powered by artificial intelligence that can predict action before it happens. It doesn't just track subjects, it understands them. The eye control autofocus lets you literally look at what you want to focus on, and the camera reads your eye movements to select the focus point. It sounds like science fiction, but it works incredibly well in practice. The build quality is absolutely bomb-proof. This camera is designed for professional photographers who need their equipment to work perfectly in any conditions. Weather sealing, durability, and reliability are all at levels that justify the professional price tag. Video capabilities include 6K 60 frames per second raw recording, which gives video professionals incredible flexibility in post-production. The 8.5 stops of image stabilization means handheld shooting that would normally require expensive gimbal systems. This camera earns the number 2 spot because it represents the absolute pinnacle of action in sports photography. It's designed for professional sports photographers, photojournalists, and action photographers who need equipment that performs flawlessly when everything is on the line. Before we reveal our number 1 pick, make sure you hit that subscribe button because this final camera is going to blow your mind, and you'll want to be here for all our future camera coverage. Here it is, our number 1 pick for 2025, and honestly, it's not even close. The Hasselblad X2D2 100C just launched this year, and it's already redefining what's possible in digital photography. 100 megapixels of medium format perfection. But that's just the beginning. The 15.3 stops of dynamic range is absolutely wild. You can shoot directly into the sun and still recover perfect detail in both the shadows and highlights. The 16-bit color depth captures color gradations that smaller sensors simply cannot reproduce. The innovative HDR processing happens in camera, which means you're getting results that would normally require complex post-processing workflows. The LiDAR autofocus system is borrowed from smartphones, but scaled up for professional use. It works perfectly even in complete darkness and can focus on subjects that would confuse traditional phase detect systems. The 10 stops of image stabilization is practically supernatural for a medium format camera. You can shoot handheld telephoto shots that would normally require a tripod and professional technique. The 1 terabyte internal storage means you can shoot for days without changing memory cards. But here's what really sets this camera apart: that end-to-end HDR workflow. From capture to display, everything is optimized for high dynamic range content. Your images will look better on modern displays and will be future-proof for display technology that doesn't even exist yet. This camera takes our number 1 spot because it represents the absolute cutting edge of digital photography technology. Every specification pushes boundaries, and the results speak for themselves. It's designed for fine art photographers, commercial professionals, and studio photographers who need the ultimate in image quality and are willing to invest in the absolute best. That's our complete list of the top 10 best mirrorless cameras for 2025. Each of these cameras brings something unique to the table, whether that's incredible resolution, blazing fast performance, or innovative features that change how we think about photography. Which camera caught your attention? Are you team medium format for ultimate quality? Or do you prefer the versatility of full frame? Maybe you're all about that compact life with APS-C systems? Drop a comment below and let me know which one you'd pick and why. Don't forget to subscribe to Alt Buzz for more tech content like this. And hey, if this video helped you make a decision or saved you from making an expensive mistake, show some love with the super thanks button or send us some hype in the comments. We've got more camera content, lens reviews, and photography tutorials coming your way, so make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Until next time, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next one.